Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So thank you all for coming. Today we are reading from 5th canto, chapter number 14, The Forest of Enjoyment, and the verse number 23. It's in prose, so I will just read it and then we will do word by word. Adhacha tasmat ubayatapihi karmasmin atmanaha samsara vapanam udaharanti. Adha, now. Cha, and. Tasmat, because of this. Ubayatha api, both in this life and in the next. He, undoubtedly. Karma, fruitive activities. Asmin, on the path of sense enjoyment. Atmanaha, of the living entity. Samsara, of material life. Avapanam, the cultivation ground or source. Udaharanti, the authorities of the Vedas say. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Learned scholars and transcendentalists therefore condemn the materialistic path of fruitive activity because it is the original source and breeding ground of material miseries, both in this life and in the next. Purport. Not knowing the value of life, karmis create situations whereby they suffer in this life and the next. Unfortunately, karmis are very attached to material and sense gratification, and they cannot appreciate the miserable condition of material life, neither in this life nor in the next. Therefore, the Vedas enjoin that one should awaken to spiritual consciousness and utilize all his activities to attain the favor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord Himself says in Bhagavad Gita 9:27, Yatkarosi yadashnasi yajuhosi dadasi yattapasyai konteya tat kuruštva madarpanam. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me. The results of all one's activities should be utilized not for sense gratification, but for the mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Lord gives all information in Bhagavad Gita about the aim of life, and at the end of Bhagavad Gita, He demands surrender unto Him. People do not generally like this demand, but one who cultivates spiritual knowledge for many births eventually surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. So let's pray. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunat Tanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Jayatam Surato Pangor Mamamanda Mater Gatir Matsarvasva Padambujo Radhamadana Mohano Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashta Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Adesha Tarine. So once more the verse. Learned scholars and transcendentalists therefore condemn the materialistic path of fruitive activity because it is the original source and breeding ground of material miseries, both in this life and in the next. So when I see all of you, like for me, senior devotees, then somehow I feel safe sitting here because I know whatever I will say, it will be due to your blessings and the blessings of my spiritual master. So thank you for your presence. So, while reading this verse, which is speaking actually about this materialistic path, which is bringing miseries to us, and spiritual path, which is bringing ultimate happiness. In the beginning of this lecture, I would like just to give short example, as we all know, example of a tree or of some plant, and we know if we nourish only branches and leaves on the tree, we know what will happen to a tree. It will not possible for the tree to grow up big and healthy, and soon if we just watering branches, leaf will need to stop his life, let's say like this. But on the other side, when we nourish the root, then the whole tree is healthy and well maintained, even if we sometimes don't put some special attention on the leaf. So it's also with our body and our soul. If we are giving just food to our body and we do not give spiritual food for our soul, then actually our existence will never be complete, and it will never, we will never like fully live. So there is this sentence, like live life to the fullest. And in Croatia it says like live life with fullest lungs, like so that you can like breathe, so you can express. And if we really want to follow this phrase, if we really want to live life to the fullest, and if we want to find our roots, our essence, and meaning of our life, and this true happiness, then actually we need to turn inside. We need to turn to our soul. Actually, we need to awaken again our soul, so that also our soul can connect with this supreme soul, with Krishna, actually with Radha and Krishna. And instead of materialistic things, we also need to start doing spiritual things, as we are all doing here. So I was thinking about this word spiritual, what does it mean to be spiritual? And we heard today there is like very popular to be spiritual. It's not so popular to be religious anymore, but it's popular to be spiritual. And as we have this Workaway page, also many people are contacting us. We are interested in spirituality. We want to be in spiritual community. So it's quite like spread this word. And actually, I wanted in the beginning, because I like this etymology of the words, I wanted to explain this spirit, spiritual spirit. What does it mean? Spirit, actually. So actually this word spirit comes from Latin word spiritus. So we heard about this word, like the spiritus sanctus, this Holy Spirit from also Christianity. So this spiritus actually refers to our soul, as we know. But when we see literally what this means, spiritus means in Latin, like in these old scriptures, like breath, vigor, air. These are all synonyms. This all can mean this word spiritus. And spirare actually means breathing. So actually this spiritus refers to this living force in us. Because like something what is alive in us. Something what is not like dead matter, but it's always like living, it's always active, and actually this is what is moving our whole body, our whole mind. So when we think about this word and all these meanings, and especially this like living force inside of us, then we can conclude that all these words actually are referring to our soul, because our soul is really like that. It is this, our soul is this force, is we as entity who is moving that matter. So body is like just, we know material elements like earth, water, fire and air. So, but it's not alive, but soul is making it alive. And as it says in this verse, actually the word udaharanti is here written. So this udaharanti means like also has lots of synonyms actually, and I was searching on Vedabase for this word, and it means like authorities of the Vedas, transcendentalists, learned scholars, sages. So many synonyms again for this word, which actually presents transcendental and purified persons. So actually udaharanti means like wise persons who understand this truth, that materialistic way of life can bring only sorrow to us, but actually this opposite, like spiritual way of life, actually surrendering to the Krishna, to this surrendering in the way that we actually spiritualize our life and dedicate it to this higher goal, which is Krishna, and this selfless serving, that actually this is what is bringing to us liberation on the one side and fulfillment and happiness on the other side. So, yeah, so we have these 2 points, liberation and happiness. So I would first like to say a few words about liberation. So why actually spiritual way, actually Krishna consciousness can give liberation, and what is coming with this liberation. Because also it's in different yogas, this liberation is the highest goal. Before, when I was practicing yoga more, when I was not in Krishna, when I was not in like studying bhakti yoga, practicing bhakti yoga, but just like this regular yoga, then it was always in these books like liberation should be your fixed goal. Like teacher who I was following, he was always like, your heart needs to be full of this desire for liberation on every page it was like liberation. As here on every page is actually love, Krishna consciousness. In this yoga tradition it's like liberation, the main point. So also this liberation is pretty much appreciated. Because what does it mean actually to be liberated from suffering? It means that actually, okay, it's not that everything will disappear from us and then we will be just blissful, happy because all other circumstances will come in our in the most positive way for us. No, this world will continue functionate as it's functionating now, and situations will come to us, challenging. Yeah, thank you. Challenging situations will come to us, but actually our consciousness, our perception will be different. And then, sorry. Liberated means that we see everything around us as a perfect arrangement for our life, and also we will not take things so serious. We will not be confused anymore about these dualities. This is good for me, this is bad for me. Please, could you give me just a bottle of water? Something. I'm so sorry. Thank you. So yeah, because this world, material world, is dual world, full of duality, so it will not change. But actually, our perception about it will change, and we will see in everything an opportunity for serving, and also in bad things, opportunity for growth. And we will not be so much disturbed by activities of this world. So actually in our books, in Vedas, that means to be liberated. Actually to be content whatever comes, whatever is happening in our life, just see Krishna's hand in it. My spiritual master used to say, maybe we cannot see Krishna directly, but we can see his hand in our life, and we can see him, how he's arranging everything perfectly in our life here, like whatever is happening to us. So, and on the other side, this liberation is one thing which is happening naturally when we are practicing part of Bhakti Yoga, but also what is more interesting, what is more juicy, this love is arising in our heart, and this is for what we are searching for what we are seeking. This love, fulfillment, happiness, ananda. And actually this is the main point, like love. So my mom called me yesterday and she asked me, are we planning to do something for Christmas, for New Year's Eve? Do we have some events? And then I was thinking and I said, yeah, but actually, we will do what we are doing every day. Like from the morning when we wake up, we are singing and dancing. And then during the day, we are taking prasadam, and also in the evening singing, dancing. And it will also be for Christmas, for New Year's Eve. It's all the time the same. So I said, but you know, like she knows how we function. She's pretty much informed about everything. She visits sometimes place, so she knows the mood. So yeah, I said, you know, Mom, for us the whole day is like festival. So, and then she said, yeah, actually, she also agreed because yeah, she knows how Hare Krishna function, and she was sometimes also on Harinam, so she saw this joyful mood actually. So I was thinking about this point that actually every day is festival for us, and there is some phrases like life is celebrations, so life is like live your life every day, like, you know, like some great festival is happening, like holiday. So we are really have opportunity for that, and we are doing that actually every day, so it's so nice. And of course, if it becomes more conscious, if I if I think about it more consciously every morning when I wake up, wow, I'm now celebrating here, like with my whole body, with my mouth, with my tongue, with my whole living being. It's like it's so beautiful and fulfilling for me. So I was thinking then, like I said to myself, like just imagine these two loving personalities that we have, Radha, Madan, Mohan. And actually, from the morning until the evening, either we are living here in the temple or we made our house, our home as temple. Maybe, okay, we here have Radha, Madan, Mohan, maybe someone who is on camera, on internet, maybe they have at home pictures of Radha, Madan, Mohan, or maybe they have deities or some altar, whatever, in whatever way they are like worshipping Radha and Krishna at home. Actually, from the morning until the evening, our whole day is dedicated to them, and we have this opportunity to dedicate our whatever we are doing, and even like our breath again, this spiritus, like our living air to them. So by making like special arrangements for them, decorating their temple or their apartment at home for people who are living outside of the temple, we have opportunity to cook, to clean, to earn money. And actually I was thinking like earning money for them, but then like for us, like we are earning money for them, but also somehow for us. In the way, because Radha and Krishna and their devotees are not separate one from each other, so we are so connected with them, and they accept us and as their own. We are their family also, in this sense. So when we are earning money for Radha, Madan, Mohan, okay, they will find a way to use this money, but they will also give us prasadam, in the way of bed, in the way of flowers, of food, of everything what we have here, like clothes. It's like all their mercy. So it's like beautiful to see this reciprocation, that when we give to them, they also give back. It's not like that they take and tell like, okay, now how to say mani manjari snađi se. Take care about yourself now. No, it's like such like reciprocating and loving relationship. And then on my mind came this song which we are singing every morning, Guru Ashtaka. And actually I was thinking about how in this song the qualities of Guru are explained, as we know, but also with these qualities, his activities are nicely explained in this song. So maybe you can say now, we can share and remember what is Guru doing every day according to Guru Ashtaka. Maybe everyone can say something what he or she remembers.
Also very much connected to all what you spoke now, to verse number 2, that the speaker master is dancing, singing, and experiencing this ecstasy of Krishna consciousness. So he's dancing, singing, and spreading Krishna consciousness, and he's in deep ecstasy.
Okay, thank you. What else? Yeah, to his disciples.
Worshipping the deities and teaching the devotees how to do it.
Someone else wants so. Okay, so yeah, we know. Thank you really so much. So we know it said like he's worshipping Radha and Krishna, putting nice clothes on them, putting nice shringar, like ornaments. Then we have this mandira marjanado, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, cleaning the temple, offering nice food, and then he's distributing to his disciples. And as Hari Prabhu said, like he's engaged in Shravana, in Kirtana, Smarana, he's like listening, reading, chanting, and remembering of Radha Krishna's with conjugal pastimes. And it says also he's like expert in assisting of gopis. So it's all qualities and activities of our Guru Maharaj. And then when we sing Guru Ashtaka in the morning, we are remembering, we are glorifying these activities. But on the other side, what is also very interesting for me, by singing these glories, we are also preparing ourselves for these activities. And it's what Vajayanti said a few days ago. Actually, she gave example that one disciple told Prabhupada, but Prabhupada, I'm not like you. And then Prabhupada asked, why you are not like me? So it also like intrigued me a little bit. And I was thinking, actually our Gurudev, he's our superhero, like he's our idol. In this way, like, you know, when we are children, we have some idol. Then I had my whole room full of posters of different singers, actors, Johnny Depp, you know, like some rock bands, and they were my idols. I was like searching also, I look at internet pictures and things like that. And now on my phone I have picture like of my Gurudev, of Srila Prabhupada, Radha Madan Mohan. I have also pictures in my room, some posters, also nice pictures on the altar. So actually they are now our superheroes. And when we see our Gurudev, what is the main point why we are serving this person actually? Because of course he's pure devotee and we want to please him, but we have this desire that our spiritual master gives to us all these blessings, to give us all these benedictions, so that we also can, by following his footsteps, actually become more like him, so that we can also get all these saintly qualities, and that we can also serve Radha Madan Mohan and actually their servants in the way as our Gurudev is serving. So it's also like we ask him, please give me also this emotion, give me this love in my heart, so that I can also see, so that I can also feel, so that my life can also become meaningful. So actually, when we are listening about these activities in Guru Ashtaka that our spiritual master is doing, then we also want to be engaged in these activities. And Gurudev is that person who has access to this and who engage us also. And it's also confirmed in this last verse, like, Yasya prasadam bhagavat prasado, yasya prasadam nagatih kutopi. Actually, that by his mercy we are receiving the mercy of Krishna. And somehow then when we are singing in the morning, we also can meditate. Today I will also cook something nice. I will also clean the temple. I will also do something for Radha Madan Mohan, whatever. I will also serve his devotees here. So it's so beautiful to connect with our spiritual master like that. And as my spiritual master said, like to me on initiation, wanted to be enthusiastic as my spiritual master is enthusiastic, and also pray that he put this enthusiasm on me. So, and in this way, by following his footsteps, we can be more close to previous acharyas, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and to divine couple. And actually, when we are properly engaged in all these spiritual activities, in which our Guru is engaging us, actually, And when we spiritualize all our activities in that way, then our life become like a constant festival of joy. And when we see our gurus, they have like every day, like they are traveling, spreading Krishna consciousness and teaching us, giving us example. And when I see, for example, my Guru Maharaj, he's every day is like wherever he is, he comes here, then he has kirtan here, and he's in this in nice like element, how to say, like in ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, and then after one day he goes somewhere else, and it's the same again. So every day is festival. So we also want that our life become this festival of joy. Is everything okay?
Yeah, just a comment was there. I just wanted to see.
Okay. So, and even when it's hard for us, even when some days are maybe not so good, maybe we are in stress because of something, maybe we feel some pain, but no matter of this, like our Krishna consciousness is continuing day by day. No matter what is happening on this material platform, Bhakti Yoga is going on. Like automatic pilot, but positive, not like without emotions, but positive, automatic, that we cannot stop. And we know, like, we are chanting now, these like senior devotees, so you are chanting for many, many years, and I'm chanting for a few years, but still, like these chantings, as it says, Vasudev Prabhu, we had this meeting one day, and it says that he said that serving Radha Madan Mohan became his DNA. So actually chanting now also.
This what?
DNA, like DNA. The genetic code, yes. So also somehow this chanting became our genetic code. And also, like, imagine that someone says to you, today you should not chant. And sometimes we think, oh, I'm so lazy today, maybe I don't have energy to chant. But imagine that someone say, you should not chant today, and you will be, what? I will chant, and then maybe like hidden. Yeah, so, or if we are in jail, for example, then we will, if we don't have japa, we will find a way, for sure. Yeah, I can guarantee. So, yeah. And also about these hard moments, which is of course here, and it's not always so joyful, blissful. Okay, we have this other part. This, like, I have this good side, nice side, when I'm like maybe here look like very enthusiastic, but I have also my dark side, which is not so pleasant. But still, I know, like, even I, who don't have so much experience and not so deep realizations, but when I look back now and when I see these things which were like little bit challenging for me, and maybe I had, of course, some troubles, and I thought, oh, I will never go through this. I will never recover. This is too strong challenge for me. But now I saw how Krishna helped me, and how this situation made me stronger, and how now I don't have any more this problem, because, like, with the mercy of Guru Maharaj and the mercy of Radha and Krishna devotees, now I go through it. I'm not anymore in this situation, and I even don't remember these things which caused me pain. And then when I look back, and when I see how actually Krishna helped me, then now when I have some bad situations or lack of enthusiasm, I know it will also pass if I put my faith in Radha and Krishna, and if I ask for the help of devotees. because I have this previous experience, this realization that it really works like that. So it's also nice to collect all these experiences that we have, all these realizations from us, and also hear others, so that it can help us in also hard moments when this enthusiasm maybe is not so strong. And yeah, so I would also like, I see I have some time more, so I wanted to give one example of devotee. I always liked somehow to give some example from the Shastras, so that it somehow makes circle of the whole lecture. And I was thinking about whom I should talk. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, good, on 25th, it's appearance day of Bhagavad Gita. And then I remember a person to whom Bhagavad Gita is dedicated, to whom Srila Prabhupada dedicated his translation of Bhagavad Gita. So because I will not have opportunity to speak more, I somehow now want to give my contribution for that day. So you can tell me, please, to whom Bhagavad Gita is dedicated. No. Yes. Yeah, to Baladev Vidyabhushana. Yeah, so I would like to tell something about him, and then tell to you why he inspired me in connection with this theme. So, as we know, he was living in 17th, 18th century. And in 17th century, he was living when Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was living, and he was sent to Vrindavan to actually continue his studies under the care of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And these two personalities, they were really like strong Vaishnavas, really so pure, so full of prema, that they actually influenced the whole century. And actually they were representatives of the whole century there, and like our main acharyas also. So there was a situation that in Jaipur, Govinda Dev was worshipped there, and some devotees who belonged to Ramanuja, actually to Sri Sampradaya. Ramanuja is the acharya of this Sampradaya. Actually, they had some. They didn't agree with the worship of Govinda Dev first, because their Sampradaya Narayan is like the main personality, and they said Narayan should be worshipped first and then Govinda Dev. But because the king of Jaipur in that time, he was also disciple of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, he also liked, and he know that Govinda is like the supreme personality of Godhead, not Narayan, and then he was in trouble because he didn't know what to do. He wanted that Govinda Dev is worshipped first, but this pressure of this Sri Sampradaya was so strong. And also one more point was that they say that Govinda Dev should be worshipped alone, not with Radha, because Radha is not mentioned in scriptures, and they even took Radha and put her in another room, so that Krishna is alone on the throne. And that was so painful for also this king, and he needed help, and he knew that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is living in Vrindavan, and that he's like pure devotee, pure Vaishnava, that only by his help this can be solved. Yes, thank you. My bad English, I apologize. But okay, hopefully you understand the main points. And then because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was very, very old, and traveling at that time to Jaipur from Vrindavan was not possible for him. But then he remembered Baladev Vidyabhushana, and he sent him to this court, to resolve this situation. And Baldev he was like so renounced, and he came there in front of the king in the loincloth, like in this renounced mendicant clothes, and the king look at him, okay, I'm not sure, will this be okay, like this person will like say something. He was a little bit skeptical. But then when Baladev Vidyabhushana started to speak, because he had like so deep faith, he's like pure devotee. When he started to speak, king said, okay, please then help me. He recognized Baladev Vidyabhushana as pure devotee. And then Baladev Vidyabhushana came to this court, and he started to defending our Vaishnava philosophy, defending this, that actually Radha is mentioned in many scriptures, and that actually Govinda, like Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Narayan is just like his expansion. But still, these followers of Ramanuja were not satisfied until the end, because they say, okay, but where is your Vedanta? We all have our conclusions about the Vedas, but Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they don't have. And then Baladev Vidyabhushana said, but yes, okay, but Srimad Bhagavatam is like natural commentary on Vedas. But they were not satisfied. And then like, what could Baladev Vidyabhushana do in that moment? He just went in front of Govinda Dev and started praying. And Govinda Dev said to him, okay, now I will give you this, I will tell you this Vedanta, so you just write, and I will tell you all conclusions of philosophy, and then you can bring that to these followers of Ramanuja. And just imagine this, that for example we have now no fight, but I don't know other world, but let's say like fight, and that someone accuse us, argue, thank you, and that we go in front of Radha Madan Mohan and say like, Madan Mohan, please help me. And he said, don't worry, I will manage everything. So it's so amazing when we actually put our faith, when we have this strong faith that yes, this path is the best path. I have faith that Radha and Krishna are not just statues, but they are like truly like persons, that they are really reciprocate. So for me it's like so amazing and so inspiring, and that's why I took him as example, because he really is this learned scholar on the white side, and on the other side he's really like transcendental pure devotee full of love. So because he's pure devotee, he has both. He has this knowledge, like very good in philosophy, like, you know, and on the other side, heart full of love. So what a perfect combination, because also he could be representative of Govinda Dev in that moment. And then, Govinda Dev then told him all this Vedanta, all these conclusions, and that's how like Govinda Bhasya, actually like what Govinda said, it means like that, this translation. It was created, and then when, of course, Baladev Vidyabhushana came to this court again and saw this, they were like on their floor, like offering obeisances, because they realized, oh my God, this is miracle. This is not possible, but by a normal human being, just pure devotee can have this power. Just one who is inspired directly by the Lord can produce something like that. And then one small detail, in the end when he came back to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and when he told him about this incident, and when they mentioned that Radha was taken away, because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he didn't see this good, bad. He didn't have this in heart, oh, this is bad situation, but he just said like, yeah, Radha was in that moment in her mana. He was a little bit angry on Krishna, so that's why she just went for a few days, but now she came back. So it's so nice how actually Pure devotees are amazing. So we have then in few days this appearance day of Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita is dedicated by Srila Prabhupada to Baladev Vidyabhushana, who is like our acharya for Vedas. He has this name actually, I cannot remember now, but something like acharya of the Vedas, of Vedanta. So actually, because of him, our philosophy is also like established it like this, like how to say, official way. So somehow I wanted to end as like to glorify pure devotee, because about pure devotee is this verse. I will read just once again. Learned scholars and transcendentalists therefore condemn the materialistic path of fruitive activity because it is the original source and breeding ground of material miseries both in this life and in the next. So maybe if you want to comment or share something, please.
Thank you very much for the lecture. I just remember once Ajahn and we were taking the flight to go to India, and there were two Sikh people from the Sikh tradition, and they said, "Oh, you are from temple, oh, okay, you will reach liberation." And we told him, "We don't care about liberation." He said, "Huh? What? You don't care about liberation?" It was very, very shocked that no, not much. I have, in the lecture you spoke of seeing everything like that everything is Krishna's arrangement, and then somehow it seems, I'm not sure if I understood well, that you are connecting that with liberation, and I'm just thinking also this being here, like the fruitive activities is like the root of all the sufferings. And I think when we are in this fruitive activity, then we are aware of thinking that everything is under the control of the Lord. So if you can a little bit touch on this point.
Well, I have experience in my life when I'm in this like mentality that, as you mentioned, fruitive activities. Can you please just say what do you mean by fruitive activities? Can you give one example so that for me it's easier to?
I think it's very much connected to being attached to the result.
Okay.
Fruitive activities we do, but we want the fruit. We are attached to the result.
Like in my life, it's like when I'm attached to the result, then it's only about me, and I think that I can control that. And then if it's not happening in the ways I want, then I'm thinking, but I deserve it. I deserve more. And then where is Krishna here? And I don't then connect about what he wants, because actually he knows what is the best for me, but then I think, no, I know, and if I don't get this, I will not be happy. So somehow, and I see in myself this mentality over and over again, because, and even with some small things, I just don't let Krishna to lead me, but I'm so attached to my ideas. And in the end, always my ideas, I see they are not so good for me. But sometimes what Krishna has for me, if I go through these situations, later I learned like that was so beneficial for my spiritual life. And without this situation, which was maybe bitter a little bit, I could not be like who I'm now. So, no, probably you all have these experiences. And liberation. What you said about?
Well, I'm not sure if I understood well while you were speaking during the lecture. It seems you were linking this topic of being dependent on Krishna with liberation, but I'm not sure, maybe I understood wrong.
Because I was speaking about becoming free from suffering, because it says in this verse that this materialistic path is the original source of material miseries. And then I was speaking when we become Krishna conscious, when we choose spiritual path, it will give us liberation from these miseries, but on the other side will give us love and spiritual bliss. So that's why I mentioned also this liberation, because how to say Manimanjari popratni, it's like,
It's going together.
yeah,
It's
Nus
yeah,
product,
nus product.
yeah, byproduct.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Someone else maybe want to say something? Okay, thank you very much. I wish you a beautiful day. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. And Manimanjari, happy traveling. Come back soon.
Don't forget us.
It's not possible. No, also family, but they're like body family.